from way ago when I was in a band. She called me Lasso all the time. I thought it was hilarious. It kind of stuck with me. My mom calls me Lilo, but people call me Lee in town. I'm Oklahoma's India tour. I'm an independent artist, award-winning filmmaker, actor, and sketch artist, painter, all of the above. Anything in arts, I do it. I'm dedicating myself to the arts, and I'm just dedicating. Life is short. You gotta dedicate your little time that you have here to yourself, to your happiness. You owe it to yourself to be happy, So there's some sacrifices people are willing to make, right? Some people are willing to sacrifice their happiness for the things they want in life. And I don't know if I'm willing to go there, to be honest. I'm not willing to sacrifice my happiness. I'm sorry. Like, judge me all you want. Part of my happiness is smoking marijuana. I'm holding the phone between my crotch. That's all I got. Sorry. So we're gonna try this out. We're gonna light one up. This is for educational purposes. Show and tell. Ice is called an ice pick. It's called a crescendo. They have different ice pick. It's an indica. Nice. I usually go with sativa. Let's try this out. Let's get out of our wheelhouse and try things. Ice melts. Lots of different names being thrown around. Infused, pre-roll, ice pick, icy melts, crescendo. Batch 06632 by Healing Harvest Growers. Ingredients: cannabis flower, bubble hash, paper cone. $4.20 giveaway bag. Nice. Some of their giveaway stuff. And I've earned it. Woohoo! By being one of their loyalist customers. I don't know how long I've been going there, but I go there like every day. Weed is that important to me. Hey, kitty cat. No kitty cat. No kitty cat. Stay away from here. I think this cat likes getting high. Do you like getting high, cat? What are you doing, kitty cat? What are you doing, kitty cat? What are you doing? Meow meow. Meow. Hi, kitty cat. You like weed too? I know. So yeah, this is it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. It has a it's just smooth. It's smooth. I'll give him that. It's smooth. It's well crafted. It's a well crafted pre-roll, zigzag paper brand. That is smooth. I gotta say, that is very smooth. Very, very, very smooth. They should call these smooths. The smooth. burns really well too. It's burning pretty. You gotta know how to light these guys, but this is pretty even. Burn pretty even. It's a good size. Some pre-rolls can be too big. You know, those could be a little annoying. You know, this is like the right size. This is a good size. I can put this out right now, and I feel pretty good. You know, I don't need the smokes. There's some pre-rolls, like the dollar ones. The dollar pre-rolls, I would say, pretty much I can smoke in one sitting. But something like this, that's more a little bit quality. You know, it's just there's a difference between a dollar pre-roll and whatever this is. This could be a $5 pre-roll, for example, $6 or something. I don't know. But I could always tell in quality, for sure. This is good stuff. This isn't as strong as Cavi's. So it's nice. This is a nice chill pre-roll. Like if I just want to chill, I'm not worried about work. I'm not worried about running out of pre-roll. I just want to chill, relax, and enjoy it. You know, just sit here and enjoy. Like I know I'm just sitting here and doing nothing, but that's part of the process. You know, I need time to do nothing sometimes. I can't just be go, 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 go. Like I am, like I usually am. You know, I don't know if anybody else does tarot card reads, but I like to do that every now and then, and like it's kind of crazy how some things can be so spot on, you know. And but I'm going to get my 15 minutes of fun before I do anything. 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna get to work. I got a film festival to get ready. I got things I gotta do. I gotta set up my merch and stuff. Just a bunch of stuff I gotta do. Just a ton of stuff. So I'm gonna enjoy this little time with the sun, because it would be a waste if you didn't enjoy the sun. You know, you have to enjoy the sun. You gotta stop. You gotta stop and smell the roses every once in a while, you know, or else you forget. You forget a lot of things. You forget what happiness is. You forget what joy looks like. You forget what peace and calm looks like. So I'm not worried. I'm not going to worry. That's the key to all of this, is to not worry. To have a moment where you can just bask in the sun with no worries and just float up, let things go, let things float. Just be in the present, being grateful for all the things that exist around us right now. I mean, I have the trailer. It's just amazing to me that I have a trailer. You know, and oddly enough, the trailer was one of those things where I just wholeheartedly, gut feeling, believed it was the thing to do. And I still to this day, I believe it was. I remember my brother being very like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? This and that. When I moved it back in here, I felt like he was totally against it, but also just, he was more or less making sure nothing went wrong, which, again, I get that, but I don't need that kind of energy in my life where people keep thinking shit's gonna go wrong, right? I don't need that thinking around me. I don't need that kind of people around me who are just negative and they don't believe in me. So I don't know. I'm just done with that kind of people, even if they are blood related. I don't care if you judge me for it. He's your brothers, blah blah blah, dude. You don't know what it's like to be with them. You don't know how it's been. Like from my perspective, it's more unfair to call it. That's it. Like we don't get along. It is what it is. I don't hate them. I don't hate my brothers. They've made their choices in life, and those choices in life didn't include me. So they can go fuck themselves for all I care. You know. But so none of my plans include them. I used to think I could do something like that, but none of my future plans or what I desire in life have anything to do with them. Like I want my own family, like my own friends. Like I said, I'm ready to sign on to a big label. Like I'm just tired of doing this on my own and just being alone, appreciating what I do. Like I just like given the right people and the right support, things could have worked out way better. But I don't want to. You can't cry over spilled milk, right? So that's not what I'm trying to do. But there's still time. I feel like there's still plenty of time to turn things around. It's not too late. I can still have my band. I have my music still. It's not over for my band, my music, my artistry, root amps. It's not over. Maybe a lot of people feel that way that it is, but for me, it's never been over. Just like how nobody was there for me in the beginning with the music and stuff. Like it was just me. It's just how it is again. I gotta realize that it's always just been in my power and not in the power of anybody else and like in the power of what I give into, what I give up, and sadly enough, music was something I had almost had no choice, and I felt that way because of all the legal matters and the DUIs that I didn't deserve. I wasn't even drunk, but I got the DUIs. The cop took advantage of me. Took way more advantage by instead of giving me one DUI, he gave me two. And I pleaded no contest at court because I was scared. Again, I made choices out of fear, and it led me to the wrong path. It led me down a path of just years of dealing with DUI shit, going to school for DUI. I'm not even a drunk. That's the worst part of it. I'm not even a fucking drunk. I don't even drink and drive. It's fucking stupid. I have like 99% almost perfect driving record. I got like what, a parking ticket for parking somewhere where I shouldn't have. I did. That was an accident, you know, but I've never caused a wreck. You know what I'm saying? I've never done anything. The cop that stopped me said he stopped me because I didn't put a turning signal at the stoplight, which is bullshit. I'm pretty sure I did. It's not like I was swerving. It's not like I was, you know what I mean? Is bullshit. He caught me on some technicality on a light because I didn't put on my turning signal. Fucking bastard. Had it been that I was swerving and stuff like that, yeah, duh, I was drunk. But no, I wasn't drunk, dude. It was 4 a.m. and I was fucking tired. It nearly ruined my life. I mean, in a way, it did. It destroyed my confidence in myself. That moment, the friends I had around me weren't really friends, and it fucking just destroyed everything that I was building with root amps. It fucking hurt. It really hurt. Root amps going to shit was just the worst stab back of my life. And I think even though it happened over 10 years ago, like I'm still healing from it, believe it or not. And I've had to make sacrifices. I went back to school after that. I went to TU because my parents thought it was the best thing, and like so I did all that. I pursued film. I did all that, and it to me, I don't know if TU was honestly the best decision because it just I could have done all that on my own, anyways. I don't think it was the best decision. Like everything that I see that I've done because out of fear, my parents wanted me to. It just led to my downfall. It keeps leading to my downfall, and I just even if I had gotten those DUIs and stuff, I should have just kept going on with the music. I shouldn't have given up. That was my fault. I just completely gave up on root amps, and that's my only regret that I have in life. It sucks. It sucks that I don't want to be those kinds of people that have regrets. But man, I gotta say, giving up. But the thing is, I haven't given up. So it's not a complete regret. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, fuck. I've let it gone too far. You know, it's just the music is part of my artistry, and I can't go on without music. I just can't. Just like I can't go on without painting, and just like I can't go on without acting and doing films. I can't. Like, these are just things that I have to do. And when people judge me and they don't help me, they don't support me, they tell me to do something else, that doesn't help. Like, I'm gonna keep not being where I want to be. The thing is, I don't want to give all that power away to them specifically, because I'm not where I want to be because of me. Let's just face reality. There's still some things about me I need to tweak, you know, that'll make the difference in the long run. So, yeah. I'm not going to fall trap into a trap of other people's thinking. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make. You fall into this trap of believing what other people think, and it's really stupid. And then you start to doubt yourself, and you doubting yourself could cost you years of success, or cost you years of getting to that success. It's the truth. Even if I were to be in a different field, if I was in a mechanic, if I was a maintenance mechanic, I would still need the belief that I could do it, and have the belief to this and that. And honestly, like, I have more belief in myself as an artist than I do as an airplane mechanic. Let's just be real, right? Like, if there's anything I'm going to do, it's because it's just what I am, who I am. It just is what it is. It's not what it's not. People want to tell you what it is, what it's like. You don't have to. You don't have to take their spoon full of their own medicine. You know what I'm saying? They can live their own ideas and philosophies in their own life and their style. Maybe they're somewhat successful, but maybe they're fucking unhappy. Maybe their own terms, how they define success, is completely different from how you define success. I define success like this: if there's peace in my life, and I'm able to just think freely and think calmly without stress and worries plaguing my mind, then I'm winning. That is winning to me. You know, being able to be relaxed, being able to have a moment to myself, clarity, my purpose, all of it. So, man, this stuff is good. It lasts longer too than those typical dollar pre rolls. This is a good one. It's a good one. Shout out to Cannabis here on 71st and Mingo. Shout out to Go Shows. Shout out to Tulsa Breakdown Comedy Club. Shout out to Spotlight Theater. I mean, these are becoming easily like my favorite places. And to tell you the truth, these places are like my college. Spotlight Theater is like my college. Uh, Fucking Go Shows is my college. These places feel like my grounds for becoming a better artist. And I couldn't and I'm just now kind of opening to the idea of the Tulsa Bricktown becoming like another place where I can maybe perhaps work on my artistry, and who knows, become more like a family member, not a family, but you know what I mean, like a part of the group, because man, I've had such a rough time out there in Tulsa town. There's just people I don't gel with, and unfortunately, they're like really high up there people who you want to be friends with. For whatever reason, I just do not gel with those people. Like, I don't get it. I don't know if it's like they just have an attitude or an air about themselves that it just clashes, you know. So I just feel like I'm finally finding my people after years of struggle. You know, I found my movie theater. I found my not only that, there's this place downtown that looks like to be a really cool place that I may end up going more and more because it's just fucking radical. Uh, and I thought about doing the weekly or maybe once a month screenings there. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Or some kind of reading, maybe poetry reading or something, script reading, script analysis, or something there because it's just I can do paintings there, for example. I can do a painting set situation or something. Teach a class there. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I need to reach out to these different places today, and once I get off my ass, I got to do a checklist. I got to work on Orbital. Orbital's a company that I've been working with for a minute, doing classes and stuff, and we did art classes and stuff. People really enjoy it, so that's why I don't get paid hardly shit for it, but at least it's $20 an hour. You know, for only 2 hours. That's what I mean. I get paid shit because it's only 2 hours. It's $40, but 20 an hour. 20 an hour is my minimum. I don't go under 20. Like 20 is the minimum that I go. I don't do anything under 20. And like I used to do for my ghostwriting, I used to do 10 an hour, but no. Now it's just 20 an hour. Everything I do is 20 an hour now because the economy shifted. It's shifting almost again, but we'll see. I doubt it though. In my opinion, presidents are all puppets. They don't control anything. They control people. They control people's opinions and ideas. They feel like presidents give people confidence into believing in them and not themselves. But I hope not. I hope some of these people are actually really genuine. You know, I don't want to say any names, but because I think mainly presidents are all the same. They all want power to lead, have some sort of leadership. You know, and the power shifts left and right here all the time. It's a stupid game. It's a tennis game. It's a tennis match. It's a tennis match that goes back and forth, and it just seems like that back and forth keeps the power of power people in power and everybody below, you know? Hey, kitty cat. Meow. You hungry? I'm not gonna lie. Like the more I think about it, like the more I go to Tulsa Comedy Club, the Bricktown Comedy Club and stuff, the more I watch the shows and stuff, the more I'm like, whoa, dude, this is really fucking cool. Like stand-up's like if you do it right, it can be so good. You know, if you do it right. I definitely have to watch some of the other comedians sometime, the ones that are like less known, to see how they do. Because it's hard. It's almost. I think it's easier to be funny when you're like well known and people have seen you on TV and they understand your type of humor. But I think one of the hardest things for a stand-up comedian is to one, figure out their style of comedy, probably. Number two, introduce that kind of comedy to an audience, right? And that's really all it is you're just introducing your own style of comedy that suits you, and you put it out there and it works or it doesn't, you know? So, and some people, like, I could be really funny, but I have to be out of my head. I have to be out of the stress. I have to be out of like the craziness of worriness and stress and this and that, like, your future, blah, blah. Like, just people put in your head that you got to do this and that. It's too much, right? It's like it's too much. So I've been thinking a lot about that, like the simplicity of life, keeping things simple. Not worrying about the future that much, and just being more in the now and being more appreciative of all the things that I have now, and not really worry about it tomorrow. You know, I got plenty. I got plenty of things to be happy about and comfortable with. The thing that was making me uncomfortable was this stress to go to school, back to school, go back. You got to go back to school. You got like no, like. So I've decided like I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna stick to my artistry. I'm gonna stick to my music and the theater and the acting. And here's a proof from the universe, right? As soon as I say out loud, I'm not doing Spartan. Like I'm done. Like I thought, like almost a month and a half ago that I forgot about. It was like a national, and so that check finally came in. It came in, and then today I had like freaking, I don't know how many free stuff from Mango. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 5 free things plus like a vape, you know. So I think I just been confused, and I've been overwhelmed with the worry of, hey, like making money. This, I know I'm almost overstressing myself about it to the point where I'm just like paralyzing myself, and just stressing myself out. And so now I feel a lot better that I have that load off. I feel my happiness coming back. I feel my joy. And as soon as I have that joy and happiness, I just feel like everything starts coming in. Now, you might just say, oh, that's a coincidence. That's just, blah, blah. But no, I don't really believe in coincidence. So I more or less truly believe in vibrations. And the more joy and the more you pursue joy, the better you're off in life. And the more you're trying to fit a square into a circle and trying to do something that just isn't right and just doesn't feel right just because you want other people's opinions of you to be better or this or that, like that doesn't work. Like the most important thing is for you to be happy, and I'm not willing to sacrifice my happiness at this point in my life. I'm just tired of sacrificing my happiness for other people. It gets me nowhere. I'm tired of it. I gotta figure out. It's like they say, like, once you find your happiness, it all starts coming to you. The success, the money, everything. Like once you find the thing. And to be honest, like I kind of had it with music. I had lost my happiness. Somewhere around there, I was just unhappy with it. That's probably why it all fell apart. And then somewhere with the film, I was just kind of unhappy, and it all just kind of fell apart, Um, and I don't know. I find myself doing the paintings, and that seems to be doing okay. The art classes starting to take off. So it's like I said before, if I just hang in there, if I just keep hanging in there, which is like one of the fucking hardest thing to do because you're dealing with so many uncertainties, so many more than the average, right? Because I could have a safe job, I could have this, but it would probably kill me. I'm not even gonna lie. It would probably cause another cancer, and it would probably just kill me. So like, I'm in tune with how I feel, my body, how my body feels. There's like 3 sides to it. There's like a spiritual side. There's my body, and there's a third side somewhere that I don't understand. But like, all of these 3 connect, and if they're not balanced out, if I'm pushing something, if I'm trying too hard to be something I'm not, if I'm doing this or that, or it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So what I noticed today, what works is what makes me happy. That's what works. What makes me happy. As long as I know I'm happy and my joy is good and my vibration is up, the good things happen. Money starts coming in, opportunities open up, friendships happen. When there's an overload of stress or people just being complete assholes where it derails me, I allow myself to get derailed by assholes, shit goes awry. It sucks. And it's just been like that for a long time. I have to be stronger and more protective about who I allow in my life, because I get derailed so easily. You know, Crystal was crazy. Crystal came into my life out of nowhere, like almost like an asteroid coming in, crashed in. We crashed into each other. It is crazy how life works like that. But it was, it showed me that I could have a great partner, business partner, who could help me out, and she did. But at the same time, she's got a lot of issues to work out. So unfortunately, she had to go take care of business. So, and it left a void. It left a void that I guess I've been looking to fill with somebody for a while. I had Sarah for a while, but that didn't work out because she's crazy. So, and just vicious, just a really vicious, mean person. So, I can't go barking up people's trees looking for love. It's something I learned in life too. You can't go up barking people's trees. What you can do is just focus on your work. Do your work, put it out there, look for the right people, put your intentions out there about what you really want. And truly what I want is a lot of goodness in my life and goodness in other people's lives. I'm always thinking about other people, always. It's almost unfair how much I think about others before I do. It's almost a curse. It's almost like, and I try so hard to not be that way, because it sometimes I think it's kind of negative to be so nice to other people and so kind, so giving. You give so much of time to other people, you help them out, and then I don't know. It's just you realize that just it doesn't work. You can't give so much when you can't even give that much to yourself. Like, you need to give more to you. There's a bit of selfishness to that, but it's a healthy selfishness. You can't spread yourself thin for other people all the fucking time. You can't do it. Maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Anyways, that's done. I'm done. I'm gonna go to get to work. I got a film festival to put together. I got a cat to take care of. I got a dog to take care of. I gotta check on my parents. I gotta clean my room. But that was a good one. Icy pick, icy melts, crescendo. That is smooth. That is smooth. But I'm not really worried about time. I'm not worried about time. I'm not worried about stress. I'm not worried about anything. If anything, I'm just more. I think with all the stress being released and relief, I feel like I have more space in my head to think about more positive things, and that already is helpful. Because, like I said, the only thing that matters to me is just being positive, and just not having anything impede that. Even family members, unfortunately. You can't, at least for a while, until I can figure out my shit. Because it's not helpful. I think family members want to help, but it's not helping. You know, I really got to figure out my shit. I really do. I thought Spartan was it, but it's not. If I'm gonna be honest with myself, it's not. It's just that's not it. Maybe if I were to go back to school, it would either have to be something related to art or writing or something. Uh, but this idea that I have to force myself to get a skill that the workforce needs, I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not buying what you're selling. Like I did for a minute, but I'm just not buying it. No, there are plenty of artists who make it and made it without that. So I'm not buying it. And you know what? If you don't have faith in me that I'm gonna make it, that's on you. You know, that means that you're gonna spend more time thinking negative about me than you are positive. So if that's what you want to do with your life, fine. But that's not how I'm going to spend my life. I'm not going to spend my life thinking negative about me and my life and my outcome. I'm not going to be thinking negative about other people. I don't want to be thinking about negative other people, but they piss me off so much sometimes that all I can do is rant about it until I fucking release all the shit that's all mixed up in me. Because let's be honest, ranting has been the best thing for me, even though I've been banned and this and that, and people have used my words against me. I don't care. I'm happy. I'm happy I get to fucking perform. I get to do my art. I'm building a channel. I'm connecting with people. Maybe I turn people off. It doesn't matter. As long as there's somebody out there I'm connecting with, I'm building a channel. My goal is to build 1,000 followers or whatever, subscribers. I'm at 664. You know, that's not bad. It's not bad. So everything's going to be okay. One thing I am a little worried about is my advertising stand. I left it at a place called Hunt Club. I think it's in their storage. I hope it is. I haven't seen it in a minute. And then my movie seats are missing. So I don't know. This is what happens when you don't have help. You know, shit goes missing, goes awry. Try to do shit by yourself. It doesn't work. You ask for help. Nobody wants to help. So this is what it is. This is what it looks like when you ask for help, you ask for grants, and you don't get it. This is what it looks like. This is the struggle. The struggle is you lose shit. Shit goes missing. You know, your shit gets ruined. You pour in money in your own shit, and then like it goes fuck. But you know, you still believe in it, so you're gonna still keep doing it. So whatever. You don't want to help me today, fine. I won't help you tomorrow. That's simple. You don't want to help me today, I won't help you tomorrow. Because I know how big this is going to be. I know the hole I'm filling in people's lives by doing the indie showcase. It's going to be huge. It's going to be fucking huge. So, whatever. My band's going to be fucking huge. Root Amps is not done. We're doing on June 30th, we're having a major rehearsals at Go Shows on the main stage. Posters will go up pretty soon all over music shops. We're looking for a guitarist, a bass player, and a drummer. You have to show a high level of proficiency in order to join the band. You will have to cover some music and play the tempo. You can't do basic stuff like play the tempo, play by ear, and play some simple songs off Root Amps, and you're not in the band. It's that simple. Like, I'm tired of playing with mediocre, less than mediocre musicians. I'm looking for the best of the best. It's not a joke. So Root Amps is going to be the best band to come out of Tulsa ever, period. So, because I know what I'm capable of, my music stylings, my understanding of music and songwriting, even though I lack in singing a bit and lack in writing really good, catchy melodies, you know, to a point where it's like an art form of just beautiful, you know, like beautiful sounds that are just pleasing. Why not? You know, my art already, the art that I have in my walls already touching people's lives. They're just amazed. They love it. You know, that's what it's about. It's about doing shit and putting shit out there that fucking will be here, because I'm not going to be here for the rest of my life. Whatever. I mean, you know what I mean. That's funny. I'm not going to be here for the rest of the Earth's life, you know? So I'm going to be here for maybe what? If I'm lucky, another 20 years, another 10 years? We don't know. I could be here another one. I could have just 30 days for all we know. But that's what I mean. Like, I live my life like that. I live my life thinking that, you know, potentially tomorrow is it. That's why I do what I do. I do my art because that's it. We have today and that's it. That's it. Like, maybe we have tomorrow. Maybe, just maybe we have tomorrow. I'm going to spend this morning chit-chatting, talking, smoking. There, I finished it. That was good. I liked it. But see, what I like to do, I like to switch it up. Because So that's done. I wrote a really cool song the other day, and it's one of those things where it's like, it's so original that you get excited about it, but it's also really hard to play. So one of those things. But man, finding original sound is basically going in and going into the past with music, and taking some a little bit of the past and just taking some of what you think sounds cool with what you have and the things that inspire you today. You know, it's crazy. It's a mixed bag of everything. That's how you write good music. You know, and is I don't know. You just you know. That's a good question that I've heard sometimes. Like, why do you do the kind of music you do? You know, well, it's because I fucking love it. You know, like, why do people? I always like, in my mind, like, you know, rock and roll, garage rock, and punk rock. That's it for me. Like, that's it. That is it for me. You know, that is my go-to. You know, that is my thing. So of course I'm gonna do music like that. You know. You know, but that's why when I see like all these folky people and all these people trying to be something that they're really not, because at the end of the day, they listen to the same kind of music and stuff. But I guess not. I don't know. I guess the music you play is the kind of music you listen to, huh? But I mean, I listen to rap. I listen to folk. I listen to the radio. I listen to old shit. Like way old shit, a lot of old shit. I listen to obscure underground shit that no one's heard of, and I find some of the coolest shit. I find some of the coolest bands before they blow up, and when I find them, I go, oh shit, this band's gonna be fucking huge, because I can already tell. But this one band I discovered got fucking huge, pretty big, and I called it, I knew it, and I was like, you know, how did they get so big? Oh, well, they were already signed to fucking Universal. No wonder. All the music they put out was from fucking Universal. So that's the key. The key is fucking signing on to a fucking huge label and just work. I mean, that's all I want to do. If I was in a label, a fucking music label like Universal, I would put out music and videos non-fucking stop. I mean, I'd be a fucking workhorse non-fucking stop. I mean, just ridiculous, you know? It'd be so easy for me. It'd be like the easiest shit to do ever. It'd be so fucking easy, you know? But whatever, for whatever in my life, no. It's like, no, you can't have that, Lee. You can't have the thing that you're good at. You have to go fucking do a bunch of random ass shit that you don't even fucking care about. You don't even have any passion for, you know? It's just, like, as soon as you start following money, in my opinion, that's where the mistake happens in life. As soon as you start running, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just the opinion of an artist. The opinion of somebody who chases money as their goal probably thinks art is bullshit and a waste of time. But I guess it's all about what you value in life, you know? But I value money. I value money in a way that's a tool. And if I had fucking unlimited money, the shit that I would do is on a creative scale is insane. I mean, I thought of movie theaters that are movie cafes, that all the walls are movie screens and they intertwine with another cafe in a different country. And you can have like, you know, I thought of this stuff like 10 years ago. Had I had any kind of connections, money, I would have had like this business running. I would have been ahead of time with everybody. Like, I have the craziest ideas. I have like the best ideas. When it comes to screenplays, I'm always the one who understands the screenplays the best. Like out of everybody, like I understand what's missing. I understand what can make it better. I understand like I'm just so good at what I do, and I can't do it for whatever reason. There's just been a fucking block in my life, and I can't do what I want to do, what I feel like I'm good. And at the end of the day, I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's just I'm just getting my own way. I don't know if I'm putting myself in maybe it's my own thinking, you know, or I just like fall victim to other people's thinking about me. And so I get sucked into those realities, and if fucking bad shit starts happening. The best shit happens in my life when I have like complete belief in myself. And I just forget about what everybody says, anything says about me, whatever bullshit they have to say about me, put it to the wayside. And I'm just me. I'm just me being me. And I got like the most joy I could possibly have just being me without anybody fucking being a judgmental heavy net. Right? It's just weighing me down. That's when all the bullshit happens. So I gotta be careful. Like, that's why I'm careful about who I let in my life. I don't want to feel that weird judgmental netting on me. Like, I want to be free. And a lot of it is, like I said, my own thinking. A lot of it is just freeing my own thinking, freeing myself from the idea that there's some weird attachment to other people's thinking, freeing myself from the idea that I have to do this or that, or this person makes me feel this way or this or that. No, it's just like, what I'm saying is I'm getting to a place in my own head where it's like I'm the master of my own self. You know, forget it. Forget it. Forget about it. Like, as soon as I completely master my thinking, forget about it. You're not going to be able to stop me. You know, I can visualize myself being really successful. I can visualize myself having anything. So I'm unstoppable now. You can say whatever you want, do whatever you want. As long as my number one rule is my belief in myself is now as solid as fucking as the heaviest, hardest metal on the fucking planet. Period. 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 Not even God can crack it. That's how strong it is. God created it. He can't even crack it open. That's how strong the belief is. It has to be. It has to be uncrackable, unbreakable, unshakable. Just boom. That's it. That's it. I've been through my shit. I've been through too many things in my life to not be able to have that. So that's the gift I give myself in my own head, my own mind. A belief in myself so strong, so unbreakable that God himself cannot break it. Boom. I'm not even afraid to say it. I'm not even afraid to say it. I don't care if you look away, if I put you off by that. I don't care. I don't care. That's what it means to have that much faith in yourself. You know, but it's not a selfish, like I'm putting myself above God. No, of course not. This is all because of God, obviously. I'm a little, but I still have to have the belief that I deserve better. That I do deserve the things that I want to manifest and desire. I deserve it immediately. I deserve it just because so. Just because. Period. There's no excuse for not. There's no excuse out there to be like, no, you don't deserve it, Lee. You don't deserve it. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm not going to believe in your own bullshit excuses for why I don't deserve it. Bullshit. I deserve it, period. I'm not going to get into why I deserve it. I just do, and I believe it. And I believe it. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it is. It is what it is, and it's not what it's not. You know? I have a painting for sale. It's at the Hardesty Art Center downtown, 101st Archer. It's for sale for $10,000. $10,000. I believe it will sell. I believe it will sell. Somebody will buy that painting for $10,000. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it and I believe it. It's downtown right now for sale for $10,000. My painting. It's going to sell. You watch. It'll fucking sell. I'm going to have $10,000 in my pocket. Well, I think 30% goes to the gallery. But still, $7,000. I'm going to have it. Or something like that. I'm going to have it. You'll see. I'm going to have it. You got to have faith. You got to have complete fucking faith. It doesn't matter how, when, or how you suspect it. Maybe it doesn't come from the painting. Maybe it comes from something completely unrelated, but it doesn't matter. I fucking believe it. I fucking deserve it. It's coming to me. I fucking know it is. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. I don't have to go fucking be a slave, go through a system. That's fucking, oh, that's dumb. That's dumb thinking, old thinking. That's retarded thinking. That's just fucked up thinking. That's just thinking that other people want to make you feel like you need to think that way. Bullshit. Shit. It's not my spirit. I don't belong to that kind of people. You know, I don't think like that. I'm sorry. You know, there's power in my belief. And I believe it's going to sell. It's going to sell. I believe I'm going to have money just be sent my way. I'm going to have thousands of dollars just be sent my way. I'm just going to have it because I deserve it. You don't believe me? Fine. I don't give a shit. I believe it'll happen. That's all that matters. That's all that fucking matters is that I believe it. That's it. Then that's it. Like I win the game. I win the game because I have faith. You know what I mean? That's it. That's how you win the game. You just have faith. Boom. You know? So I'm going to wrap it up here. But so what I like to do is before I get to work, I smoke these bad boys. This is blue glue. I'm afraid that this won't be as strong as the other ones, but yeah. Boom. Your mind is a garden. You need to have a samurai who fucking clears all the negative weeds. You got to be I used to be really good at this. I used to like pretend I was the film editor of my thoughts. I would pull as soon as I had a fucking negative thought, a worry. I used to be so good at this. I would fucking just take it out, throw it away, re-edit what I was thinking, and just like put it out there, and it would work. This shit would work. It's crazy. Sometimes it wouldn't work because you got to just do it just right. It's got to be a right feeling. It can't be forced. It just has to be just right. And I think for it to be just right, you put your intentions out there, you let go, and then you just float in positivity. You know, that's one thing. You have to let yourself go and just be in order to float towards happiness. Like you float up. It's a vibration. Happiness isn't a low vibration. You can't find happiness in low vibration, depression, shit like that. You find it in high. And I've seen people ecstatic, and so brilliantly high and happy, and it's like, damn, like they're working on that shit. Rope. When I jump rope, it's stupid, but it makes me happy. It's a stupid thing. When I jump rope, I jump rope and I eat some orange. Boom. That plus that equals like energy, happiness, fucking flying through the air. It's crazy. It's the simple shit in life. It's not the shit we pursue. It's the shit that's just the joy that happens naturally because it's just fucking is what it is, and it's just natural. When you're fucking feeling happy and joy, that's the shit that you attract, you know? It's what you see in return. You see it and it comes back to you. You put it out there and it multiplies, and it comes back to you multiplied. You put out love, it comes back to you multiplied. So I've been listening to this audiobook about money and how money is an energy and reflection on positive energy. That's why I've been struggling with this shit. And so that's why I've been struggling with Spartan and deciding to go towards that. And it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry if I'm disappointing anybody, but sparring just doesn't feel right. It was just not me. You know, I was doing it for everyone else. You know, if I'm gonna do sparring, it would do it for me. But to tell the truth, I wasn't really doing it for me. I was doing it for other people, and it wasn't making me happy. And I was already dreading starting sparring, and I was like, "Fuck this shit," you know. Fuck it. I don't want to do this shit. Sorry, I just don't want to do it. And you can call it being whatever you want to call it, you know. But you know, if you don't know where you want to be in life, great, go do sparring. But sparring is not where I want to be in life. So, and I've already done enough shit where I didn't want to be. I didn't want to go to TCC. I didn't want to go to TU. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even want to go to fucking high school. Like at the end of the day, none of this shit did anything for me. So I should have just done my shit. You know what I'm saying? And just done that, and I would have been better off. Probably, I would have been happier. I would have found happiness. You know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't fucking know. You know. I question the festival now too. It's like, is that something that brings me happiness? Is that something? Is there something else that I could do that would be more fulfilling and more happy? And I don't know. I think the film festival is just right up my alley. Like it really is. So that's something I don't know. I don't know if I see myself ever really not doing a festival. To be honest, I would have to be busy, like working on a movie set or something. But yeah, no, I don't see myself not doing it. Root amps, I'm definitely gonna do that. It's coming back. It's coming back. Fucking rock and roll, fucking harder than before. Fucking more punk rock, and we're gonna be making videos and shit. So, um, sponsors, yeah, we're gonna need sponsors, no doubt. We'll find them. We'll find them. Grants and shit, we'll find them. We'll find it. We'll find it out there. I've done it before. I was able to get like 3 sponsors in the past. I can do it again. I can do it again. My classes will grow. They're going to grow. I know they are. They're going to grow. So I'm not worried about it. I just got to do it. I just got to get off YouTube. All right. I'm out of here. I'm out.